underway on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bears 0.
How's it going? Ball off.
So after the touchdown, here's
I ain't one of those. I just play the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Gotta have confidence, bro. Why you ain't got no confidence?
Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. When you look at this defense, this unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
I remember years ago spending time with a top defensive coordinator, and he said the #1 thing you have to do is hang your hat on something, create your identity. This unit, they hang their hat on being stingy against the run.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing is Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's got room at the 30, and he takes it all the way down to the 22. That one goes for 24 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On play action, here's Williams. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And his throw is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, here's Williams. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the main field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Come on.
Achane gets it from the gun.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Bears 3. Fairbairn set to kick
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points on the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Williams.
Oh, I said that they talk. That's weak. Not bad.
They get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
Second and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Sure.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
Tyrell Dodson, the one to bring him down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
Thomas brings it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 16-yard line.
here now, 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun, Williams. Throw left side complete. That's Townsend. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
7-5, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw, Willis.
They complete it to Hill. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. The Dolphins at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Again, Willis to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Come 19, come 19.
Willis.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one.
Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Now Willis. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Viking 18. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Willis to throw once more.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are able to add on to that lead. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great work, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Bears 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember your last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Bears 1st down.
To throw, Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Townsend. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Swift. 2 yards the game there. Now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Here's Williams. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas.
Oh.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 54 yards. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-17. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
To throw, here's Willis.
Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Up the middle they go. Deep. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
3rd and 4.
Come on.
Willis will look to throw it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's caught inside the 10.
Good fucking kick.
That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Chop 60. 19 Lions.
Now Willis to throw.
Oh, no!
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis.
Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill.
And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
2nd and 2.
A pass complete to Odunze.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the gun on 3rd down, Williams. And this pass broken up.
The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Yes. Hey, volunteer.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
Ready.
It's going to move.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll run for it with Achane. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Willis.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Willis looks to pass it here.
That one complete to him. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Seven Pirates.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
Hawk 70.
Running right, here's Achane. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Willis looking to throw it. Out right to Hill, complete.
Then he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Buffalo 18. Come on. Set. 19.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Trap 60. Ready.
The shotgun snap to Willis.
This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. T. Higgins, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Oh, boy, they let me outrun the balls.
Oh, it's incomplete.
No way.
Big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
The Bears on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Oh, tough.
56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They'll definitely see some lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Looking to throw is Williams.
Looking long for Thomas.
Oh, give me that.
It'll be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
To throw, it's Williams.
Come on, get his ass.
Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
Damn,
And
bro, I
here's
couldn't
a
even get the
spot
play
that
out.
says we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this
I
one.
hate that shit.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, it's Williams.
Oh, what the hell? Where you at, Dad?
That's Townsend. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Here's Swift. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again. Here in the 4th. So what can the Bears do here as they'll go for 2?
The Bears will line up for the 2-point.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Williams going to throw for it. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Now Willis. And he's got Pierce. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very solid gain of 27.
That's good.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw, Willis.
Come on, bro.
Letting too much that time. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Willis. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the air with Willis.
Oh, my fucking God, bro.
And the Bears are right back.
This game be cheating like hell.
A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error. The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. 2nd and 6 coming up. Throwing is Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
He's back to throw. Throwing quickly there.
Oh, they behind the line, bro. They behind the line, bro.
Not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll come up now on second down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Ready. Yellow, 6, Mega. Black shot. Hey, check Mega.
Now Ritter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely...
Boy, you check out at the wrong time of the game, bro. What the
It's
hell?
4th down. So now
Yeah,
you have to worry
Caleb.
about getting big yardage. You also need
Yeah,
to just keep the game
yeah.
alive.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Mega.
Ritter. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses that are going to force the issue.
So big ass.
Meaning, you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Achane. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ready.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Ready. 70 Lions. Ready.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining. Boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Let's go. Red, 38.
And they will take a knee here.
A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses.
Ball, Malik, man, you owe me.
It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Dolphins,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
and they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, changes could be in the air as they fall 0-8 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Good alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
H. Great. Oh my God. I could have had 1,000 yards A-Train that game. Bro, I did not want to do that shit. I really made that game interesting, bro. Man, that nigga sorry as hell. I hate when nigga be on that bullshit. I gotta throw that back shoulder. I gotta hit Higgins on that. He really wild. I think I'm running back.